Hey everyone, my name is Rank, welcome back. This is the start of my new solo series on the unofficial Mesa Arc server, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the adventure. So here we go, back on the aberration map. The plan is simple: tame a Maewing, hit some loot crates, and hope we get lucky. Then, we'll grab a 4x and 2x node to push straight to level 100 and unlock the heavy turret engram. So after I tamed up a Maewing, I made a quick dash towards the aberration surface. I knew it would be highly contested, especially since it was the start of the wipe, but luckily for me, I managed to snag a decent pump shotgun. So after I grabbed the 4x and 2x nodes, you see me take out some unfortunate starters. Sorry, but if it wasn't me, then who? And I appreciate the starter kit. Anyways, I hit level 100, and then I head over to Gen 2. This spot right up here is usually where I build my base. If you watched the last series, you might remember me mentioning it, but this time I made sure to show exactly how to get up there. As you can see, I've got my starter base set up with some heavies and a freshly tamed Spino. Next, I'm heading over to Extinction to grab a 4x and a 2x note to push to level 105, max level. If you remember from last series, I learned all the tech engrams unlock once you hit max level. With tech unlocked, it was time to farm some element. Earlier, I had hit a bunch of loot crates on Aberration and gathered enough tributes for a beta Megapithecus. So I headed over to the island, brought that lucky pump shotgun I found, and jumped to the boss fight to get my hands on some element. At this point, it had only been about an hour since wipe, and everything was looking super clean, especially compared to the last one. My spirits were high, motivation locked in, and focus sharp. At this point, what could possibly go wrong? And just like that, a full stop to the powertrain. Right here, you're seeing what happens when I tilt. Out of pure spite, I transferred over to Fjordor completely naked to run Bee Cave. Yeah, naked. I knew I'd probably die, but I didn't care. So I show up, and of course, I cryo-sick my Maewing. Right as I enter Bee Cave, I'm already seeing a bunch of dead Maewings and bodies scattered around. But hey, I'm still tilted, so I just keep pushing forward anyway. Luckily, I didn't die and managed to snag a couple of loot crates. The plan was to trade for either element or some solid blueprints. But before leaving Fjordor, I figured I'd check my old reliable, one of the deep ocean loot crates. And just like that, we're back in the game. Old Reliable comes in clutch with an Ascendant shotgun blueprint. Couldn't have asked for a better comeback. Here we go. Round 2 of the same boss fight. Surely this time everything goes according to plan, right? Just kidding, it actually does. We make it back to base with the element and upgrade our defenses straight to tech tier. After a few resource runs, I decide to head back to Fjordor to hunt for more blueprints, starting with Old Reliable. For those of you wondering how to find it, I fast forwarded a clip showing the route. The coordinates are roughly 6720, and you'll know when you're close when you spot some black pearls nearby. But when I get there, the drop's already gone, so I'm thinking someone must have snagged it before me. I decide to look around and end up finding something else. Keep this guy and his base in mind. It's gonna be important later.
É muito tempo de resiliência. Onde a vida passar, onde a vida passar, onde a vida passar. Onde a vida passar. É muito tempo de resiliência.
After getting chased off by a dolphin, yeah, a dolphin, I decided to make a few base upgrades before logging off, since unfortunately I had to call it a day. And with that, we'll wrap up today's video. I made a lot of progress in a short amount of time, and now I'll be relying on the hiddenness of my base to keep things safe. Will I get raided while I'm offline? You'll have to tune in to the next episode to find out. Thanks for watching. And as always, if you enjoyed the content, consider leaving a like and a subscribe. See you next time.